So you are going to get an email from A to Z Family Business. It's going to say your estimate from A to Z Family Business. Here in that email, many times there's going to be information that's important, um, like how much the total project is based on what we talked about when we came out to do an estimate, the total timeline for the project. For this hall bathroom remodel, we're saying 10 to 15 days, kind of our guarantee that we always make it right, and we always give an honest and fair price. There's always a lot more detail in the estimate. They're written extremely itemized to help you to make sure that you're getting as much detail as possible. If you scroll down, you can see the total, the required deposit that's needed in order to move forward, and then you're able to view your estimate. So click on View Estimate. Here is where you're going to have the ability to download this as a PDF to be able to view it in a different way if you wanted to print it out. And you're able to come down and look at the summary of exactly what we're talking about doing, the size of the niche, the size of the shower, etc. In this situation where it's a bathroom and we do a lot of customer supplied materials, it's listing out all of the materials that we're expecting you as the customer to provide for this project, which overall is going to save you a tremendous amount of money. As you scroll down, you're going to see our scope of work demo that we would be doing on this project, rough-in plumbing, which is what's behind the walls that you're not able to see, rough-in electrical, which is also what's behind the walls that you're not able to see, cement board and drywall, this is kind of the prep work to get to do tile work in this situation of what we're including for the tile work, painting and trim work, installing baseboard and trim and painting the doors, kind of the finish work, installing a lot of things that the customer would be providing, and then our finished plumbing. As you scroll down, you're going to get to see the labor prices for each, as well as materials. So for this example, demo, with a demo trash removal, that we're removing everything that we take away during demo, the rough-in plumbing labor cost, and then the materials included in that labor cost. And in the materials, you'll see a detailed list of what we're including in that, rough-in electrical, and continuing down the estimate. As we get to the bottom, you're going to see optional items. So the permit fee in this example is not included. This $253 is our fee to get the permits for the project. It does not include the township fee that would be added after we apply for permits, and you would check this box to include that in the total. At the bottom, the total $21,591, you can see as I uncheck this box, that price goes lower. So if I decide that I want to do the permit fee and the third-party electrical fee, my price is going to continue to increase. And then if I want A to Z Family Business to remove all of the trash from my property, the construction trash that's created after demo, that's going to continue to add to my total price. Here you're going to be able to see financing options. So if you wanted to, you can click on See Financing Options. It does a soft pull on your credit report, not a hard pull, and it'll show you what your interest will be. A to Z, depending on your credit worthiness, does offer 0% interest. Down here is your payment schedule. This is important to notice. We would require for this project specifically a 5% deposit. That's what allows you to start getting this project on the schedule. We're then going to take a payment of $3,000 approximately 2 to 4 weeks out from the time the project starts, and that's for materials. We're then taking a payment for the start of project, the rough plumbing and electrical finished, the start of tile worked, the finished painting, the finished work, and then when we're completely done the project. This is extremely important to note, especially as you're looking at other estimates with other contractors, that the timing is not based on time, but it's based on different aspects of when the project is and what's happening during that project, to make sure that you're never putting out money and the project is not moving along. Sometimes images will be included to show you what something looks like. You'll be able to see past reviews that we've had from customers. This is all through our Google business profile, so these are all Google reviews. You're going to see a little bit of items we have on here of like our trash fee has not been added to the estimate. It has now because we have clicked on the removing trash fee. But if we did not click that, then we're not removing trash. If we find mold on your property, materials that you're purchasing, etc. As you scroll down, you'll also see our client service agreement. Please read this in extreme detail. There's a lot of important information in here. If you decide that you're ready to move forward, you can go to the top of the estimate and click Approve and Pay Deposit, or you could request changes, asking us to make changes to this estimate depending on what you would like. If you decided to move forward, you would click Approve and Pay Deposit. You could draw your name in there, sign, and then it's going to ask you to enter your credit card information. You can always reach out via text, email, phone call, or requesting changes through here to be able to allow us to help you in any way we possibly can. Thanks so much.